A classic queen-pawn game Barry attack emerges in Subzonal 230 to Medellin 2025 Absoluto Round 5, setting the stage for an intriguing battle. On d4. Knight f6. Knight f3. On g6. Knight c3. On d5. This position is typical of queen's-pawn game Barry attack. Bishop f4. Bishop g7. Knight b5. Threatening knight takes c7 check. Knight a6 played by Avila Pavas. On e3. On c6. Threatening pawn takes b5. Knight c3 played by Abreu. Queen a5. Bishop e5. Knight b8. On a3. Knight bd7. On b4. Threatening pawn takes a5. Queen d8 played by Avila Pavas. Bishop g3. It is novelty move. King castled kingside. On h3. On a5. Bishop e2. Knight e4. Threatening knight takes c3. Knight takes e4 played by Abreu. On takes e4. Knight d2. On e5. Avila Pavas is aiming to play. On takes d4. On takes d4. Bishop takes d4 and sees the initiative. Knight takes e4 played by Abreu. On takes b4. King castled kingside. Abreu is preparing to play. On takes b4. Rook takes a1. Queen takes a1 and put immense pressure on the opponent. On takes a3 played by Avila Pavas. On c3. Queen e7. Threatening pawn takes d4. Knight d2 played by Abreu. On f5. Avila Pavas is looking to play. On b5. Rook e1. King h8. Queen c1. On a2. Bishop f3. Bishop b7. Queen c2. Queen a3. Knight b3 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook e1 played by Abreu. King h8. Bishop c4. On b5. Threatening pawn takes c4. Bishop a2 played by Abreu. On c5. Queen b3. Rook a5. Queen d5. Knight b6. Avila Pavas' idea is to play. Knight takes d5. Bishop takes d5. Bishop e6. Bishop c6. Queen d6. Bishop takes b5. Rook takes b5. Rook takes a3. Rook b2. Knight f3 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen c6 played by Abreu. Threatening queen takes b6. Knight a4 played by Avila Pavas. Avila Pavas' idea is to play. On c4. Rook ac1. Bishop b7 and increase their advantage significantly. On takes e5 played by Abreu. On c4. Avila Pavas is planning to play. Knight takes c3. Knight b1. Rook a6. Queen takes a6. Bishop takes a6. Knight takes c3. Queen b7. Knight d5. Queen takes d5. On f3, and seize the initiative. Rook ac1 played by Abreu. Bishop b7. Threatening bishop takes c6. Bishop h4 played by Abreu. Queen f7. Threatening bishop takes c6. Queen d6 played by Abreu. Rook a6. Threatening rook takes d6. Queen takes a3 played by Abreu. Queen d5. Threatening queen takes g2 mate. Pawn e4 played by Abreu. Threatening pawn takes d5. Queen takes d2 played by Avila Pavas. Bishop f6. Pause the video and find the best move for Avila Pavas. Rook e8 is best move here because Rook ed1. Knight takes c3. Bishop takes g7 check. King takes g7. Queen takes c3. Queen takes c3. Avila Pavas have small advantage. Let's go to the main game. Bishop f6. Threatening queen takes f8 mate. Rook a8 is an inaccurate played by Avila Pavas. Threatening rook takes f6. Queen e7 played by Abreu. Threatening queen takes g7 mate. Queen h6 played by Avila Pavas. Threatening bishop takes e4. Queen takes b7 played by Abreu. Knight c5. Threatening knight takes b7. Queen takes b5 played by Abreu. Knight d3. Bishop takes g7 check. King takes g7. Bishop takes c4. Knight takes c1. Pawn takes f5. Pawn takes f5. Queen b2. Rook fc8. Avila Pavas considers playing Rook ab8. Queen a1. King h8. Bishop d5. Queen d2. Queen takes c1. Queen takes d5. Pawn e6. Rook g8 and gain a significant edge. Rook takes c1 played by Abreu. Rook ab8. Queen a3. Think carefully what is the best move for Avila Pavas. Rook a8 is logical continuation as Rook ab8. Queen a3. Rook a8. Rook ab8 position is equal. Let's proceed to the main line. Threatening rook takes b2. Queen a3 played by Abreu. Rook takes c4 turns the tide in the opponent's favor. Played by Avila Pavas. Queen a7 check. King g6. Rook d1. Think carefully what is the best move for Avila Pavas. Queen f8 is a strong choice, since Queen a6 check. King g5. Queen takes c4. Rook b6. Rook d7. Queen e8. Still Avila Pavas is losing. Let's proceed to the main variation. Threatening queen takes c1 check. Rook d1 played by Abreu. Abreu wants to play Rook d6 check. King h5. Rook takes h6 check. King takes h6. Queen takes b8 and dominate the board. Rook b c8 slightly worse move played by Avila Pavas. Rook d6 check. King h5. Rook takes h6 check. King takes h6. Queen f7. Rook 8 c6. Pawn e6. Avila Pavas saw no escape and decided to resign.